Hello, veterinary unicorns. Today I want to talk to you about death by title. It's a thing, and I've suffered from it, and some of you are suffering from it too. Titles are important. Let me get that out of the way. Titles are very important, especially for those of us who are veterinary technicians, veterinary nurses, or veterinary assistants. If you have gone to school and you have credentials, then you want your title to be protected. That's not what this is about. So that's a whole nother issue in our industry, and I certainly want that to happen. I do not want non-credentialed individuals calling themselves veterinary technicians because I went to school and I'm a credentialed veterinary technician. It devalues my education, it devalues my credentials if anyone can just call themselves a veterinary technician. That's a whole nother topic. I'll dive into that later. But death by title is something that a lot of us in the industry, in any industry, can fall victim to. It means that you feel like you're not important unless you get a certain title. And for a lot of us, there's sort of this trajectory of after you have stayed at your hospital for a certain period of time, you deserve to be a manager. You deserve to be a shift lead. You deserve to be a director or a regional operations, whatever. Whatever it is, you expect a title change because you have just simply been there for long enough. And some of you are very deserving of that title. You have worked hard, you've worked on your leadership skills, you're an amazing veterinary technician, you're an amazing veterinarian. You deserve the title of medical director because you have created good leadership skills, good foundational skills. Awesome. But a lot of you are searching and feel less than for that title that you may never get. And this is where death by title becomes a thing. We chase titles instead of chasing our passion. And I'm guilty of this as well because titles sound great, but it doesn't mean you're going to be happy. I know plenty of people who've gotten the title of a manager or a director or an operations, whatever, and they're miserable. They're just miserable. And so it doesn't mean that you're less than, it doesn't mean that you're not excelling in your career if you are a veterinary technician that isn't in a leadership role. That's okay. That is actually really wonderful. You have a direct influence in saving those pet patient lives and creating that pet owner bond and making sure it stays strong. If you are a veterinarian and you never make it to becoming a medical director, that's all right. Trust me, in the leadership roles that I have been in, there's always some semblance of at least a small, sometimes huge headaches that come with it. And I miss getting to work every day on the floor with veterinary patients. I get the opportunity to do it here and there, but I'm certainly not all the time in the hospital. So I want you to make sure that whatever title you're chasing, is it really your passion? Do you want to step out of the clinical role? Do you want to step away from the veterinary patients that drove you to this industry? And do you want to focus on people? Do you want to focus on people? Do you want to focus on P&Ls and finances and metrics? You know, if that's something that you want, then chase that title. But death by title is a thing that holds us back. It makes us feel less than. It makes us feel like we're not doing good enough because everyone around us is getting manager titles or director titles. And here I am, and I'm just a floor technician. Stop right there. You're not just anything. You are amazing. You are an amazing floor technician. You are an amazing veterinary assistant. You are an amazing doctor. You are an amazing practice manager because I see this too with practice managers. They're chasing the regional roles. Do you want it? So rather than have death by title where you actually feel self-defeated and you feel like you're not accomplishing your career goals, I want you to ask, is it actually a job I really want? Because if you're chasing the title, it's not worth it. I'm just telling you. So anyway, some food for thought. I hope you enjoyed this. Please check out all my blogs, vlogs, and podcasts at vetteamtraining.com. Don't be victim to death by title. Make sure that you excel in what you love and make sure you chase your passion, not just because it has a fancy title. Sometimes it's not worth it. Thank you guys so much for listening and keep on being a unicorn.